Hi, it's Gina back again with my 2 cents. So I picked up this book called Walk a While in My Shoes. And the cool thing about it is on one side, it has messages from employees to managers, and then you flip it over, and the other side has messages from managers to employees. And it kind of struck home for me today because, I don't know, I just feel like in this distance learning and this pandemic we're in and everything being online and everybody being high emotional stress, lots of emotions running, people being worked to the bone, going at education in a way none of us have ever really done before. Emotions are high, there's lots of fingers pointing, and I just thought that this book was, I don't know, what I had my 2 cents about. So on both sides of the book, there's a quote, and it says, "Do not judge any man until you have walked 2 moons in his moccasins." And it says it on both sides. And I love that because it's really easy to be an employee and to have an opinion about a manager and vice versa when you haven't walked a mile in their shoes. I can't imagine any manager being successful having not been an employee first, and I can't imagine an employee having an opinion about a manager without ever having been a manager. So to me, those kind of struck home because I believe in that. But what I liked, I wanted to read this. So this is the letter to the manager. "Dear manager, I am every employee and I work in every part of this organization. My collar is blue, pink, and white, and frequently stained with the sweat that comes with hard work. I am man and I am woman. I am every color, every belief, and every size. I'm old, young, and everything in between. I've worked here longer than you and not as long as you. I am a daughter, I am a son. I am married and single, a parent and without children. I'm alone and I'm surrounded by people I care about deeply. Sometimes you may think of me only a number, or perhaps just another small cog in a very large wheel that you have to manage. But like you, I am a human being filled with joys, fears, frustrations, and hopes. I feel, I laugh, and I hurt. And like you, I want to be understood, accepted, and appreciated." And that kind of struck home with me because I do think sometimes when you get into the managerial role, some people forget what it's like to be on the other end. And we kind of lose sight, having been a teacher for 16 years and then an administrator for 7, and now I've been in my role at the district office for this is my 4th year, we're removed from the classroom. And not that we forget what it's like to be a teacher. I like to kind of compare teaching to being a mother, right? You never forget how to mother your children, just like you never lose being a teacher. But you do lose the day in and day out things that happen. And so I think it's important every now and then to remember what it's like in each of the roles in order for you to have empathy for each other. So this is the other side. This is the employee. So it says, "Dear employee," from the manager to the employee. "I am every manager. I'm known by many labels: owner, executive, department head, supervisor, team leader, boss, and sometimes a few less flattering ones I'd rather not mention but do know exist. I am woman and I am man. I am every color, every belief, and every size. I am old, young, and everything in between. I've worked here longer than you and not as long as you. I am a son, I am a daughter. I'm married and single, a parent and without children. I'm alone and I'm surrounded by people I care about deeply. Like you, I am a human being filled with joys, fears, frustrations, hopes. Behind my management facade, I feel, I laugh, and yes, I occasionally hurt. And like you, I want to be understood, accepted, and appreciated." So to me, 2 very similar messages. Even in the manager's role, it gets forgotten that we actually, in education, were teachers once too. And I think that as we step into our different roles, sometimes as adults, we get taken farther and farther away from what we're really here to do, which is to be here for kids. And to me, that's what gets me the most in this profession, is that we can't ever lose sight of what we're here for. I don't care what role you are in education, we are here for children. So my 2 cents is, love each other, appreciate each other, value each other's opinions, value each other's expertise, have open conversations. And I really highly recommend this book. It's very, very small, and it's written in the form of letters from one to the other. And I actually really like it. Some of the titles are "On Respecting My Time," "On Loyalty and Job Security," "On Personal Problems," "On Saying No." I know all about that one. So I highly recommend this. And hopefully someday everybody can meet in the middle and remember what we're all here for in education, which is our children first, and that we need to put all our adult issues aside. And I know it's stressful times, and we're all here to help and support one another. So that's my 2 cents for today. Thanks for listening.